Interested in Leica BLK2GO? Test, rent, or buy it here. You're in the right place. Hi, Scanner2GO. Let's go to the tech data. The BLK2GO is a portable laser scanner. You can carry it freely in front of your body and take it to corners, niches, areas where you'd otherwise have difficulty reaching with a terrestrial laser scanner, allowing it to capture those areas or surfaces precisely. The device itself is equipped with a full-dome laser scanner positioned up here. Therefore, the laser scanner is located under this dome and can scan an area at this level and, of course, completely around the top in a full 360-degree range. The scanner doesn't move straight, as expected from a terrestrial laser scanner, but throws the signal chaotically, in a figure-8 shape, into the surroundings. Scanning is done all around simultaneously, and the longer they stay in one spot, more data is collected. In addition, the scanner has 3 cameras, which are also part of the FS system, this initial system that simply tracks the position via video signal. These cameras are also utilized to capture images during the scanning procedure. This means that you can later automatically generate photos from the point cloud. In addition, there is a detail camera that allows you to photograph details, so you can document things like circuits, escape routes, or anything else. And then there's a third function, the panorama shot. If you press the power button longer, a panorama shot will be created. I would, however, present that in detail in practice later on. Perhaps at that time, I would concentrate on the battery. The battery present in this device is a removable battery. The battery possesses a feature that allows me to hold it up to the camera in order to verify whether it is fully charged or not. Additionally, hidden here in the battery compartment is the USB interface, which can be used later to transfer the data. Here we have a barcode needed for the connection later. The laser scanner has a range of 0.5 to 25 meters in all directions for its working area. This means you have a working range or corridor of 50 meters to work with. Don't prioritize 50M now, but maybe on 30, 25, 30M. I think it's realistic. So, now we have battery life. The battery life is 40 minutes as per the manufacturer. You can scan for about 30 minutes with it. This depends on the temperature conditions. In very cold and warm temps, the battery will last less due to the higher load. Each of the 3 cameras is equipped with a 5-megapixel sensor, and the detail camera boasts an impressive resolution of 12 megapixels. The scanner is built with an internal storage of 256 gigabytes. This implies you can scan nonstop for numerous days before the device becomes full to capacity. Lastly, maybe again the point cloud noise behavior or accuracy. Turning off noise or accuracy here. Manufacturer specifies plus or minus 10 millimeters. Surface dependency impacts measurement accuracy. So one should always consider that a laser scanner is more accurate when dealing with smooth surfaces, like a wall for example, but it can scan difficult surfaces, such as stainless steel, metallic, or painted surfaces, less effectively. If you scan a regular property and, for example, want to model wall geometries and door and window positions, you are within a range of plus or minus 5 millimeters. So the device is highly accurate. Perhaps the final sentence. You have the ability to operate the device by simply using it as a standalone device. Start and power it up. We'll show you that. Also, combine it with an app for more options. This means you can install the BLK Live app or the Cyclone Field 360 app here. It's a matter of personal preference which app one prefers. I believe the key point is that the BLK Live app is free. Most customers will start with this app. The BLK Field app is a paid version that offers a few more features. Generally, to start a scan, the BLK Live app is enough. That concludes our technical overview. I would now proceed to install the BLK Live app in order to demonstrate the workflow. Why do we recommend using the app? because you can check the scans on site and especially you can take a tour. So to look at it from a top-down perspective, and you can see if the starting and ending points align. In other words, you have the opportunity to verify that this tour was also recorded flawlessly on site. You can easily install the BLK Live app in the App Store. To do this, go to the App Store and search for BLK Live. You can see below, there is also a BLK2GO Live App. Please install the BLK Live App and not the BLK2GO Live App. That will not be present in the future. After we have installed the application, we can easily click on the Open button located here. You will then need to confirm the license terms. Tap on Agree down here, and then the BLK app will start. It is crucial to comprehend that there exists a novel variation for the purpose of handling data. This is the Reality Cloud Studio Cloud. Cloud Service. Upload data, process it there. Prefer offline route for this task. That means we desire to process the data offline without uploading it to the internet or to a cloud storage service. And then we proceed to log in at this location without having an RCS account. And then we proceed directly into the application and are able to initiate the scanner registration process right here in this location. Connecting the device means that the BLK2GO acts more or less like a Wi-Fi router, and the mobile phone connects to the scanner via Wi-Fi. For this, device needs to be on, and you will need a Wi-Fi password and the Wi-Fi name, of course. How does it work? You just need to click on the linking button located here, and then you will be able to see the list of possible devices or devices that are compatible. In our case, we are of course talking about the BLK2GO, and we need to grant the BLK Live app access to the local network. Confirm this by allowing it, then we address this offline connection again, meaning that we store the data offline and then click on Connect. You will now be displayed in the dialog that you have the option to enter the Wi-Fi name directly. For that, you need a password and Wi-Fi. It's inside the device under the battery. However, we prefer the convenient option and scan the QR code. As stated, you can find the QR code on the device. If you are utilizing rental equipment from us, the code is also stored beneath the base of the device that you are using for rentals. I would consciously choose to use the scanner now, because that's actually something you definitely always have with you. So, and then I go and scan this code here, and then you can immediately see it has found the connection. Don't get too close, it often doesn't work out that way. And then we'll set the to-go aside for now. Now we see the app is giving us another hint. It wants to use the location. This is logical, as it can use the location information later to place the point cloud. So let's proceed here by allowing the use of the app. And now there will be another dialog, so please be sensitive. This dialog basically indicates that it wants to access the Wi-Fi now. Since the BLK2GO is not on yet, I need to boot it up first. So if you click connect right now, it will go wrong. That means I'll check the battery again, it's full. I insert the battery, secure it at the bottom so that it's really tight, and then maybe place it best in the base and activate the scanner by either triggering the scanner or pressing the power button briefly. So I'll wait until the LED lights up green, then I can press the connect button. The BLK is now glowing green. The green LED shows that the device has started up. We now tap connect. Chain icon shows connection established. Here we receive notification of up-to-date firmware. We can confirm with OK. And thus, the connection from the scanner to our BLK Live app is established, so to say. With connection set, we can create project. You'll see folder button on right side. That would be a brand new project. I have the ability to give this particular project up here a unique and distinctive name. Let us merely take Scanner2GO at this specific location. Scanner2GO is the designated name for it. And then we can include a project image in this location. We have the option to capture that using the camera. Now, take a photo of the device. Use the photo. You can also add a description here. Okay, let's assume it's fine. Then we start the project. Now, only one button is left. For individual scan, multiple scans per project. Divide building into staircase, for example, GND FLR, upper FLR, and outdoor area. In staircase, all tours overlap, enabling linking later. You can also do one tour at a single or two-family house. However, it's often more pleasant to do multiple tours and then be able to pause briefly or set down the scanner. As a side note, we'll proceed with a new scan. You see, init starts, and we also get notification that device not yet stable, it's shaking. That means you must grip it firmly and then push it into the foot. This will ensure its security, and once it is stationary or in a very calm position, it will begin scanning directly. We can also see this directly on the display here. And you also have the option to look in all directions here and can already see which points have been captured. And then it's really about how to scan correctly. How do you scan correctly? In the following, I would like to give you some tips on how to conduct your BLK2GO scan optimally. Rule 1. Start at the beginning after the scanner initializes at the start, the base. That means this is your start position. Then take device out, walk through object, scan all areas of interest, go through floor, maybe go to second floor via basement or dismantle object. We can discuss that again later. But what's important is that at the end of the tour, you return to your starting point, to your base, so to your starting point, and then check in the app if the start and end points match. These do not have to match to the millimeter. It's just about them roughly aligning. The remaining adjustment will be done later on the computer. Point 2. Carrying the BLK correctly. As we previously mentioned, the sensor is positioned in this location at the top, in the center of the sphere or hemisphere. This radiates in all directions. That means the laser signal goes downward here and then goes all the way around. The BLK2GO has a filter, as mentioned, to filter the body and reduce shading caused by the device's construction. It's crucial to know that you must always carry the scanner in front of your body. You can lift it up to look backward, which is beneficial, but be careful not to bump into anything. Then, please always carry the device straight in front of your body, so do not twist it, do not fiddle around with it, but hold it as straight and stable as possible so that it can move smoothly and so that the motion sensors inside it have as little work to do as possible, minimizing their workload and ensuring optimal performance. It's simple. Experience has shown it's more stable, and the tour will be of better quality if carried properly, if the Bahagadagon is carried properly. So carry it like this. I always carry it like this. I support my arm here, and then walk through the object like this. I can scan my important areas here and have a clean result. Point 3 is scanning areas. For example, if you want to scan this door recess in detail, you can definitely hold the scanner like this. You can tilt it forward, and now the entire scanning area will fully digitize the geometry of this recess, allowing you to simply stay here. It is important to make sure that the surface you will need later is visible from the position of the scanner. If you require additional information, remain and prolong your stay in the identical location. Time leads to an increased point cloud density being generated, which provides you with more accurate data for analysis at a later stage. Fourthly, detailed shots. We already mentioned that the 3 cameras recognize the 3, look identical, have the same lens installed, continuously take photos. If I move here now, then these 3 cameras will capture an image 4 times per second. So that's 4 times 3, which is 12 images times 4 per second, taken by the environment, which I can later use to extract quasi-panoramic images, semi-panoramic images. Panoramas show area, and front area. Rear area doesn't make sense. That's where my upper body is. Going down doesn't make sense as there's device housing. It can't be mounted up. However, it's comprehensive with fisheye cams covering a large area. But what if you have a detail you want to capture in more detail? For that purpose, as mentioned, there is a camera. You are able to proceed towards it, press the power button for a short duration, and a photograph will be captured. Let's take an example. Here we have our digital tour, initial shots, see point cloud, take a detailed photo. For example, I target my escape and rescue plan. This could, of course, also be a circuit. It could be a water meter, a circuit number, whatever. And then I press the power button briefly once, and you will see the photo briefly displayed on the tablet or phone. I can look at it, confirm it, and thus I have taken a detailed shot. The second choice available is the Panorama photograph option. If you press the power button for a duration of 2 seconds, specifically 21 and 22, and then release it, you will be able to observe a bubble here indicating that a panorama photograph has been successfully captured. You can then proceed to this panorama shot separately at a later time and arrive precisely at the position where you originally took the photo. An important aspect when scanning with the BLK2GO is connecting spaces. Imagine the situation here. We have already scanned a room here. I will show you that again on the phone in the app. We accurately captured the geometries here. Now you want to go from this geometry into the adjacent space, or adjacent geometry, in this case, into the stairs. One might think you carry it, walk through the door. Hold the scanner like this, stand in front of the door like this, open the door now. Just think, if you had to calculate the geometries now, from where to where. Front shadowing. Scanner can't see where it is going in the front. You are essentially moving the door leaf. That means everything is changing. Everything is unstable. And then you are also shading with your back the area that the scanner has already captured or that, let's say, is known to the software. This is not possible and will lead to a poor result. The recommendation is to always prepare your object in a way that enables continuous scanning. And what I'm doing now should happen beforehand, before you even start scanning. We secure the door accordingly, put a wedge in here, and then we can walk through. Using means, as it's not scanning, I'll make a new project just for the door. I don't just walk through, as I said, so I'm not coming from here, walk through here and think, yeah, it will be okay. It may not. It may fit, but then again, it may not. That's why it's crucial when you make connections that at the end of a tour, you always return to the start, because if something goes wrong here, you'll only see it at the end. And you don't want to have to redo the tour or, worse, realize in the office that it didn't work out. So, how are we going to do the tour? I'll go back here for a moment. I'll start a new scan here now. Digitize as usual. And I will now show you the whole thing here with this example. You are able to observe at this point that we already have a certain amount of shading present in this area. Naturally, but I am currently scanning the area in this location, and I will zoom in on the map. Then you will be able to see it clearly, as I have the floor plan of the room with me. I can take a slight curve here to get a better understanding of it, and now I am approaching my door. Despite this, I still have a very limited view of the area below. And what I am currently doing is providing the scanner with the capability to look both backward and forward at the same time prior to my entering the door. Just like you would set up a terrestrial laser scanner in the door frame, you should give the BLK2GO time to connect room 1 with room 2. The entire thing could then appear like this. I am currently running up here, and now I perform the following action. I hold it up to the door, and now it is able to essentially look in both directions. And now I am observing down here in the lower area on the phone. I will show you here how the geometries are being built up. Now we have a connection. We're inside. We have the upper and lower areas. And now I am able to walk through here sideways and scan the entire thing, and then proceed on from here. And would now start scanning the staircase here in this specific case. I'm not going on a big tour here. This is just a demo. I do not simply walk straight back, but here I also move sideways once again, providing the scanner with the opportunity to look forward and backward once more. Look at the whole thing like this. It's an overdetermination of the measurements, which allows for much better compression in the software and results in much more accurate outcomes. And now we can see very clearly, I'll zoom in here, I have to put it down for a moment. Here we observe the starting and ending points, and now I am returning to my starting point, and you can perceive that both points are aligned. That means my tour is coherent, complete. I can save it and thus have completed my first tour. Then I hold down the power button a bit longer until the BLK2GO gate blinks. Tour concluded. First tour completed. To reduce the B category, press and hold the power button once more for an extended duration now. In this case, however, if it's not in scan mode and then blinks yellow, it shuts down and we also see the project closing, returning to calm. So, we have discussed the essential steps. Now, as a final point, I would like to provide a brief note on the topic of subdivision. When you share an object, divide it. So, if you have a large building that you want to capture floor by floor, or depending on accessibility, it can only be done section by section, then you create a tour there. It is important that if you want to link two tours together, you must have an overlapping area. That means, let's take a corridor. For example, we have a large staircase over 3 floors. Then I can create a tour that maps the entire staircase. When scanning the ground floor, e.g., from the hallway, ground floor again, or staircase again, then I go through the ground floor, go back, and end up in the hallway. I don't necessarily have to start in the hallway. I can also start in the apartment, walk out, scan the hallway as well, scan the apartment, go back, and then end again at the point where I placed my tripod. Later, I'll have the option in the software, which we'll show you, to overlay items and then start a registration process that creates the entire project. This feature also enables the capturing of partial areas consecutively or at different time intervals, providing flexibility and convenience for users. Let's reach the conclusion. The BLK2GO has a lot of competition. Many other mobile laser scanners. Maybe highlight the 3 key points. First thing is it's compact, no cables. That means you have a highly mobile device. It's easy to handle, simple to use. Fact 2, it's an offline device, which from our view is a crucial point. This implies that with a single investment, definitely not inexpensive, you can subsequently digitize an unlimited number of tours and have no ongoing costs except perhaps for some maintenance and calibration fees. But it's not the case that a monthly flat rate applies. And the third point is it has an open API, meaning other manufacturers can develop software solutions there, including, for example, the Pinpoint software, also available in our company, which then allows for a very simple calculation of living area or creation of floor plans in DXF format with the data. And all of these are points in favor of the device, not to mention that a recap format can always be outputted everywhere, making the entire Autodesk world accessible. Via E57, of course, also BricsCAD and others, all the usual suspects. Thank you. I test rent by Scanner2GO. So have some fun and rent the whole thing for the weekend and simply digitize your private house or office building. I think it's a great experience. Thank you, and I'll be here until next time.